Hi everyone, my name's Hannah and I'm a Student Liaison Officer at the University of South Australia. It's my full-time job to work with students in Year 10, 11 and 12 as they navigate their way through their career decision making and think about what it is they might like to do when they finish Year 12. Today's presentation I'll be taking you through UniSA, the programs we offer, what's new for 2022, the application process and what it's like to become a UniSA student. I want to start this presentation with some exciting news for Year 12s. New this year, UniSA is offering guaranteed entry based on a Year 12's 3 best Year 12 subject grades. So Year 12s, if you put UniSA as your first preference and you achieve the selection grades that are required for your chosen degree, you're automatically going to receive an offer. We're also continuing with our guaranteed entry based on selection rank scores. But it's nice to know that we'll also consider your Year 12 subject grades. Please note, for guaranteed selection by grades, subjects need to be 20 credit Stage 2 tertiary admission subjects, and you will also need to achieve a minimum ATAR of 50. Some degrees also have prerequisites and other eligibility criteria for entry that you still have to meet. This is for both guaranteed selection by grades and the selection rank, so make sure you're familiar with what this is. We have our guaranteed entry website with links to the 2 calculator tools, one for selection ranks and one for guaranteed scores. So if you put in what you think those results are going to be, we'll let you know what programs you're eligible for based on those proposed results. Our student handbook and online degree pages also include all of the updated information on the selection criteria, so you're able to view these online as well, or go to the website that's currently listed on the screen. In today's presentation, we're also going to cover what you need to know about starting at UniSA in 2022. We'll go through your study options, getting organised, and your UniSA experience. UniSA is one of the best young universities worldwide. We're #1 for graduate careers and student satisfaction, and we're #1 in SA for employer satisfaction and top 10 in Australia. For those of you who don't know, UniSA is SA's largest university in South Australia. We're split across 6 campuses, 4 of those in the Adelaide metro area, City West, City East, McGill and Mawson Lakes. And we've also got 2 regional campuses at Mount Gambier and Whyalla for students living in that area. Each campus has purpose-built facilities dedicated to the programs taught at each campus. Before I go into detail about what programs we offer and the campuses they are taught at, I will start with what programs are new for UniSA in 2022. In the midst of a global pandemic, population health has never been more in focus. Through our new Bachelor of Biomedical Science, you'll explore the complex world of human health and disease. Immerse yourself in medical research and look into the development of clinical trials. Develop advanced knowledge in areas like physiology, biochemistry, immunology, pharmacology, molecular biology, genomics, and bioinformatics. You will also learn alongside internationally recognised researchers, cancer biology, vaccine development, genetics and neuroscience. Outdoor education will now be available through our Bachelor of Secondary Education Honours and Masters of Teaching Secondary, based at Mawson Lakes campus. These can be studied as a sub-major and will give you the knowledge to teach students from Years 7 to 12 in the area of outdoor education. Information technology and data analytics will now be available 100% online through our UniSA online degrees. These are 100% online with no on-campus requirements, so if you enjoy studying from the comfort of your own home, then these may be programs for you to consider. I'm now going to go through the other programs that UniSA has available, broken into particular study areas. The first programs we're looking at here are our business and law degrees, and these are taught at our City West campus. We have a number of business specialisations, or you can choose to start in our generic Bachelor of Business and then over time look to transfer into a specialised area. We have our law degrees and also our law double degrees for students interested in another area of study. On the screen at the moment, you can see our Business Hub, which assists students with gaining placements and internships. And we also have the Law Moot Court there, which is a case study practice room which simulates a courtroom environment. We are #1 for law in South Australia, which is an awesome achievement. For more information on these particular program areas, the study guides on the screen that you can see there is our business guide and our law and criminal justice guide, and these are available online. Next, we have our creative program. So this is our architecture, arts, contemporary art, communication and media, creative industries, design, film and television, interior architecture, and journalism and professional writing. Creative Industries is a really unique program in that it's strongly connected with industry collaborators. So they inform us of what skills they want graduates to have. And so we then incorporate that into our curriculum. So we can guarantee that graduates are ready to be working in their chosen area of field. We then have unique specialisations in design. So for students who are interested in becoming a graphic designer, you may wish to consider our communication design degree. On screen there we have our film and television studio located at the McGill campus, where students have the opportunity to practice reading the news from their news desk, learning filming and lighting equipment techniques, and also have the opportunity to create special effects. For more information on the programs listed on this screen, keep an eye out for our Art, Architecture, Planning and Design Guide or Creative Film, Journalism and Arts Guide. Here we have our Nursing, Health and Medical Science program located at our City East campus. UniSA has SA's largest offering of allied health programs, including things like physiotherapy, occupational therapy, clinical exercise physiology, speech pathology, medical radiation science and podiatry. Something to point out is anywhere where you see the asterisk at the end of a program name, it means that that program is unique to the University of South Australia at an undergraduate level. So if you're wanting to go straight from Year 12 into one of these degrees, you'll know that UniSA is a university that you'll be studying at. For more information on programs here, keep an eye out for the Nursing, Health and Medical Sciences Guide. The images that you can see on the screen are our human anatomy labs and also our Horizon Hospital Clinic, which is our simulated hospital ward. You'll see there that we have mannequins, and these mannequins can replicate what a real human can do. Students practice with these mannequins right from the very beginning of their degree to give them the skills and confidence ready to step foot on their placement in a workplace environment. Next is the Education, Psychology and Social Work program. Education, we have specialisations in early childhood, primary and secondary, and these are taught between our Mawson Lakes and McGill campus. And then our other programs there in Aboriginal Studies, Ageing and Disability, Human Services, Languages, Psychology and Social Work are taught at McGill. The programs here are available in the Education Guide and the Psychology, Social Work and Human Services Guide. Finally, we have our STEM programs, and these are located out at Mawson Lakes with the exception of Construction Management, which is taught at our City East campus. We have Aviation, which is unique to UniSA, where we offer pilot and management. On the screen there, you'll see one of our students sitting in our flight simulator, which replicates a Boeing 737. This flight simulator can take off and land in any airport around the world, and students will practice their flying hours here before moving across to the Parafield Airport, which is directly alongside the Mawson Lakes campus, where they get to do all of their in-flight training experience. We have our engineering degrees with a number of specialisations you can see there. For students who are unsure of what area of engineering they would specifically like to go into, we also offer an associate degree in engineering to give you a taste of the different engineering areas, and then you can look to transfer across to your chosen field. We offer degrees in information technology with a number of specialisations there, followed by our maths and science programs. And these programs are available in the Engineering, Construction and Aviation Guide and the Information Technology, Maths and Science Guide. So now that we've covered what programs are available at UniSA, you're all probably keen to start doing your research. The table on the screen at the moment is taken directly from one of our study guides, and I'm going to explain now what this information means and what you need to know. As mentioned earlier, there are a few different ways that you can gain entry into a UniSA program. The first column that we have selected here is the selection rank cutoff score, followed by the selection rank guaranteed entry and subject grade entry. Now, for those of you that don't remember, your selection rank is your ATAR inclusive of any adjustment factors, and adjustment factors previously known as bonus points are based on set equity factors and subject choices and are automatically added to your ATAR, giving you a more competitive selection rank score. Using the Bachelor of Architectural Studies as an example, we can see that the selection rank cutoff score for 2021 was 66.3. This is the lowest selection rank that was offered a place in this degree. The guaranteed selection rank was 70, so anyone who had this program as their first preference and received a selection rank of 70 or above were guaranteed an offer. And then, as I said, new for 2022 is the subject grades you need for guaranteed entry, and in this case it's 3 Bs. To help understand the information just covered, we're going to use Jimmy as an example. Jimmy has the goal of gaining entry into the Bachelor of Secondary Education Honours. In Year 12, Jimmy received a selection rank of 72.8. Now, the guaranteed entry score for the Bachelor of Secondary Education Honours is 73. So we can see there that Jimmy didn't meet the guaranteed, so he's not guaranteed an offer into that program. The competitive entry, so that cutoff score, the lowest score that was accepted was 70.25. So we don't know for certain if he'll get an offer, but we would say that given he is above the competitive entry score, he would be quite competitive in gaining an offer. Now, new for next year, something Year 12s to keep an eye on, is looking at those subject grades. So Jimmy received 3 A's and 1 B. Now, the guaranteed grades for entry are 1 A and 2 B's. So because we can see that Jimmy received 3 A's and 1 B, we know that he is guaranteed an offer for the Bachelor of Secondary Education Honours based on his subject grades. In addition to the entry pathways I've just covered, there are a number of alternative entry pathways into a university degree. The first pathway I'll talk about is UniSA College. UniSA College offers a few different options for students, the first one being Foundation Studies, followed by our Diploma programs and our Aboriginal Pathways program. We also recognise TAFE and Registered Training Organisation certificates. Sometimes a Certificate 3 or a Certificate 4 will be the minimum entry for your chosen program, and there is occasionally times when credit may be received for this as well. We also have a number of students who use what's called a tertiary transfer, and this is where you will transfer from one UniSA degree to another. Some students do this because they've simply changed their mind, they've started in one program and realised they'd actually like to do something else. Or it can also be a strategic pathway for students who perhaps didn't quite gain the scores required to get into their chosen program, have started in another degree, and then after 6 months or 12 months of study will look to transfer across. This often is the case for highly competitive programs where the students don't quite receive the grades, and then they'll use their new university grade point average score to transfer into that degree. We then also have students who use the STAT test to gain entry, and this is the Special Tertiary Admissions Test. This is a 70 multiple choice questionnaire that assesses literacy, numeracy, problem solving and critical thinking skills, and this is applied for through the SATAC application process. Now I'm going to go through the admissions timeline. So Year 12, this are the dates that you need to be aware of throughout the application process. If you're looking to apply for a university in South Australia or the Northern Territory, your applications will be made through SATAC, the South Australian Tertiary Admissions Centre. Applications will open on the 2nd of August. The early closing date for applications is the 30th of September. Now you can still apply after this date, however it's worth noting that if you do, you will be hit with a SATAC late fee and it makes your application quite expensive. So we encourage you to apply nice and early. Year 12 results will be released on the 13th of December, and the change of preference deadline is the 15th of December. So you have up until this date to change your preferences. So even if you create your application in August, you still have time to change your preferences up until December. The first offer round will take place on the 21st of December, and there will be following offer rounds throughout January and February. And then classes do not actually commence until the 28th of February, so you've got plenty of time to get organised. Now, I know that I've covered a lot of information today, and some of you may still have a few questions at the end of this session. So I encourage you to have a look at some of our resources. My colleague Olivia has filmed a series of videos that talk you through how to research and looking at your study options, how to order your preferences, including backup options, and also looking at the key SATAC dates. These are available online through our YouTube channel and also at unisa.edu.au/apply. We've also got all of our study and career guides available online to download, and we've also created a Year 12 flyer for Year 12 students. And this talks through the entry pathways and then also that application process. So how to go about doing your research, the dates that you need to be aware of, and what to do if you receive an offer. Alright, so you've done all the hard work throughout Year 12, you've done your application, you received an offer to UniSA. What is it now like to be a student? We have a number of opportunities for students to get involved, and we encourage everyone to make the most of the opportunities that UniSA has to offer, whether this be partaking in internships, placements, hopefully overseas study tours, getting involved in clinics, networking opportunities, volunteering, and also getting involved in our clubs. We have sporting clubs and social clubs, so there is something for everyone to get involved in. We also have a number of study support and social support available as well. So whether that be assessment, writing guidelines that you might need assistance with, or someone to help with your referencing, we offer career services, so assisting you with gaining employment at the end of your degree. And then we've also got counselling support, scholarship support, and accommodation support available for students who are looking to relocate closer to the campus. Throughout the year, we'll have some opportunities for Year 12 students to book in and actually step foot on a UniSA campus. This website that's currently on the screen will list opportunities throughout the year for you to book in and see the facilities that you're interested in. If you're not able to step foot on campus, we also offer virtual campus tours where you can explore our campuses from the comfort of your own device at home. I'd also like to quickly promote our open days that we have coming up. We'll be doing UniSA online open days and on campus. From the 2nd of August, you'll be able to log in online, download resources, attend webinars and speak to people. And then we'll also have the opportunity to step foot on campus and explore each of the different campuses that we have available. Here is a list of the webinars that we have coming up, and I strongly encourage you to have a look at these. If you're not able to log on at the time listed on the screen, that's fine. All of these will be available on demand throughout the remainder of this year. So that brings us to the end of the presentation. Year 12s, I hope you found this useful and you've been able to gain some information and help to sort of give you a little bit more confidence when it comes to that application process. We wish you all the best with Year 12 and your results, and we look forward to seeing you on campus at UniSA in 2022.